Welcome to Pathways, a podcast series focusing on careers in technology from the London and Essex Computing Hub in association with Westcliff High School for Girls.
Today, we are talking to Louis Higgs. Please can you introduce yourself and tell us a bit more about your role?
I'm Louis Higgs and I'm a software team lead at Leonardo, working on defence communication systems.
Can you tell us why you wanted to go into this sort of career?
Always had a passion for computers, thinking maybe I'd go into computer games first, but I found that programming and coding is just everywhere, and it was just a sort of area where I knew I could work with different types of technologies and challenge myself.
Can you tell us about the route you took into this career? Did you do an apprenticeship or did you go to university?
My route into my software engineering career has been through going to university and doing a computer games and internet technology degree. From that, I actually went straight into working on a project at Leonardo, and off the back of that, doing some extra graduate training through work.
What opportunities are available to someone with a computing qualification?
There's actually an endless amount of possibilities available these days, because in everything that we do nowadays, there's some sort of element of software involved, and companies are always looking for new people with new ideas to come forward.
What jobs are in demand at the moment?
Jobs that's in demand at the moment, quite a lot of that lies around the sort of the banking and stock exchange areas, and there's also within the defence sector there's also quite a number of jobs available these days as well.
Can you tell us about the rewards of this career, either financially or opportunities to travel?
For all these jobs there's quite a lot of different rewards you can get. Financially, you'd be normally starting off on already was a very good salary, and it would just start increasing from there. And other benefits, there's, for instance, for myself, I've had quite a lot of opportunities to actually travel and demonstrate the software that I've done, including going to places like Chile, South Africa, Italy, Australia, and it also gives you the opportunity when doing software to actually be able to work remotely in places that you wouldn't normally sometimes think you'd do software in.
Can you tell us about any challenges you have faced in your career? If so, how did you overcome them?
Kind of going into the computing sort of environment, thinking at times I don't know everything about it. There's others that seem to know more than I do. But as I went along and I gained experience, I actually found out everybody's pretty much on the same level, coming in with different skills. And all you do is you have to keep working at your skills, and you will just find yourself improving, coming up with new ideas about how to do new and more innovative things as you go along. And it's just always keep an open mind about things.
Finally, Louis, could you please tell us a message that you would give to a young person considering a career in technology?
It's definitely the way to go for the future, with how the world's moving. You've got all these new technologies coming out. Just look at, for instance, what SpaceX is doing now. A lot of that is controlled by software components. You've got, when you go in, it's worthwhile to know to do that maths and physics also remain an important part of it, and even if you don't think you're going to need those skills or you don't understand what they're useful for, it will start coming clear as you try to do some complex things within software. You do find where they have their uses.
Thank you for talking to us today, Louis.